This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification button for all future content. All right, so Philly guy, Jaron Ennis, you a Philly guy too.
Sure.
Stopped Sergey Lipinets.
Sure.
And then he had a back and forth with Earl Spence on the live. I don't know if you've seen that.
Seen it with Gillian, though.
Yeah, Earl told him that the puppies can't talk to, puppies can't bark at big dogs or something along them lines.
Yeah, I ain't hear everything, but I seen that it was going down. I mean, first of all, congrats to Boots Ennis. Lipinets never been stopped before, never been treated that way, in that manner. You know what I'm saying? And that shows a lot to the world, because Lipinets might not be the best fighter in the world, but he's a respected fighter. And for him to get mistreated that way, you know what I'm saying? On Boots' behalf, that was great. The body work was incredible. I love the body work. That was my favorite part. How he was ripping the body and how he really made it his business to stop Lipinets. Some people get knockouts and sometimes they happen by accident, not by accident, but you don't expect it. And then sometimes people box all night and be like, damn, I could have, should have, would have. Boots went out there and did it. You know what I'm saying? And that was impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, in all the interviews leading up to it, that's what he was gunning for.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying it like that, because he trained for that. And he went out there and did it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people train to do something and don't do it. Or, you know what I mean, they go out there and just everything just fall apart. You know what I'm saying? But he kept his head, stayed sharp, beautiful jab. But again, like I said, that body work, man, stab to the body, them hooks to the body, uppercuts to the body. You know what I'm saying? That shit just, I felt bad for Lipinets. He ate 3 jabs to the body, his whole body turned red. I said, shit, he get ready to explode on the inside. He might die from internal bleeding. You know what I'm saying? That shit was ugly for him.
Do you feel like Spence is doing to him what he accused Thurman and those guys of doing?
Of course, because that's the game. That's the game. I'm not giving you what you want. You gotta earn it. So, I actually said this to Boots and I said it to somebody else. If I was Boots, I would go right at Broner. Because Broner is out of the loop, but in the loop. He's in the loop because he's Broner. He out of the loop because he really not. You can't really talk Broner when you talking Spence and Crawford. Boots is right under them, but name-wise, he's under Broner. But he'll beat the shit out of Broner. But I think Broner will bring something different out of him. Great fight. I would like to see them fight. So Boots need a Broner. Boots need a Andre Berto. He needs somebody. Somebody with a name that's gonna fight though. I would love to see those fights.
Do you feel like he's ready, or not necessarily ready, but do you feel like jumping that step is the right move? Like jumping the Bertos, the Bertos, the Danny Garcias, and trying to hop in with Spence and Crawford right now?
I do think he needs 2 more fights. 2 more big name fights. Get some big names. Lipinets was a good name. Now let's get a big name. Let's even get a Mandana. That's a dangerous fight. But big name. Super big name. Mandana damn near put Floyd out at the end of the bell in the 3rd round, I believe it was. Something like that.
Or when he knocked the
sent Floyd back to the corner, like spun out.
Oh, with the counter right hand.
Yeah, it was top, banged him on top of his head. Floyd stumbled back to the corner. So he real dude. He beat the shit out of Broner. He's a real Mandana's a real dude. So I would like to see a couple fights like that. That'd be beautiful. Boots and Mandana. That's man.
He hasn't been in the ring for a while though.
I mean,
it's been a minute.
Name of the game, matchmaking.
Do you think Crawford, Spence, Thurman are ever going to give Boots a shot?
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to. It might be out of that list. I think it'll be Thurman. I hear my man Spence talking about 54 a lot. I feel like he want to go to 54 and fight some big fights. And then I hear Crawford saying, whatever, y'all can give me whatever. I want the big names, but shit, he even talking about 54. Crawford and Danny might meet at 54 at 54 in the future. I don't know. I would like to see all those fights though.
Yo, this is reminding me of the 147-pound great exodus. When I say that, remember when Oscar, Shane, and all them dudes moved to 54?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same thing. I can see Crawford versus Spence not happening at 47.
Yeah, might happen at 54.
Okay. Jamal Charlo is facing what is it, Juan Montiel?
Yeah. That's the cat that knocked out Kirk in the
Yeah.
last one. I mean, dude can punch. We don't know him, but you gotta respect him because he can punch. His power, I believe his power is real, not because he knocked out Kirkland. It's just I can see it, like I kind of can see it, and the record shows it. But Charlo, I feel like is in between the rock and the hard place because he's at 160, and a few of the big names went up to 68. Then, as far as the 54 big names, they not coming up yet, so he needs somebody to fight him. He just needs somebody to fight. So I think this is a good fight for him. You know what I mean?
He's getting a lot of criticism for not fighting Andre, but fighting Montiel, even though he's coming off of a good win, Sergey Deferchenko. But you feel like that criticism is justified?
No, because Andre is with DAZN, Matchroom. Charlo is with PBC. It's not the same people. So there right away. So for the people who don't get it, you own a kennel and I own a kennel. Right? I got a white American Bulldog over here that's all white. You know what I'm saying? But I want to mix them. But all you got over there is a blue pit bull. I'm like, I don't want my dog to come out blue or black or you know, I want another white. I gotta match in my brain. I gotta find, so in my own kennel I might have another American Bulldog and I mix it with my own. Why would I go over there and fuck with that dog? I don't want nothing to do with that dog. Even though that's a good dog, even though that's good stock, I don't want nothing to do with it. So it's the same thing. Why would I go fucking with your real estate when I got my own? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let yours die out and I'm gonna go ahead and keep pushing mine the way I push it. Andre, that fight, Andre looked like shit. Demetrius Andre looked like shit that last fight. I don't care what nobody say. He looked like shit, and I like Boo Boo, but he looked corny. He looked real corny, and he kept going for this right uppercut that was ugly as shit. I hate how he kept throwing it. It landed sometimes, but it was just the ugliest, corniest shot ever. The dreads, I hate the dreads. This shit was just looking corny. The fight just looked corny. I was just burnt out by the fight, and but he's still in his world class. I would love to see them fight, but
who wins that fight?
50-50. Boo Boo gonna be tough for anybody that he get, but Charlo at the same time is a very sturdy fighter. You can tell he learns and he gets better at each fight. You can tell he work on stuff, and I don't know, man. That could be a great rumble. I hope they get it in though. For the sake of boxing, I hope they get it in.
Thanks, G. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.